we're going to kick off our arena segment today with some historic. Historic, for people not familiar, is the non-rotating format we currently have on Magic Arena. So, in addition to historic, encompassing all of the standard legal sets that have been on Magic Arena, sans the one they removed before hitting open beta, they also inject cards on the regular directly into historic. And in addition to the 20 card sets they inject directly into historic, all of the random brawl commanders that they print onto Arena become historic legal. So they recently printed the Gitrog Monster here, which is a 6/6, lets you play additional land each turn. Whenever one or more lands you control go to the graveyard from anywhere, you draw a card. At the beginning of each upkeep, you sacrifice a land. Hey, Tron Dragon, thanks for the 41 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So I've got kind of a Sultai mid-range deck here, base green-black with a splash for Uro, some Thought Erasure, and then some blue cards out of the sideboard, just because Uro felt like a natural inclusion with deck that wanted to play a bunch of lands and probably wanted Cavalier of Thorns. Anyways, yeah, we're basically at 4K because Hoaglandia is insane. Maybe I should have been more ambitious with the goal. Listen, I like to be able to achieve things, chat, okay? Set your goals low so you can achieve them. Hey, Tenorka, thanks for contributing to both. Is there a way to increase it? Well, I don't want to increase it. Like, I already tweeted out what the goals were going to be, and I don't know. I don't know that I have anything offhand to add. Maybe I could break out the owl costume if we clear 5,000 for something after that. That could be a possibility. Yeah, there's a couple different raid clans, MNN. If you pop in the subs Discord server and then look, you pop on the subs Discord server and look in the raid channel, there's, in the topic, they're listed. 24-hour burn stream? No. We're gonna pass on that one. Oh, right. This is a video game. I get sound effects. Yay, sound effects. Oh. Thanks to whoever just contributed. My alert was set up wrong here. Let's get this resized. Oh, one of those was a big one. Thanks, thanks so many birds. And thanks Macabre with the huge donation. Sorry the alert was off screen. I think we're sorted now. All right, so do I just Uro here? I think I want to play another Brontodon out. Hey, that's plenty yummy. We all chip in a little, it adds up to a lot. Guess we're just passing. Maybe I'm supposed to shock in that land so I don't have to worry about cleave. 6 months sub a day before my 30th by transforming into a boomer. Now, never forget, boomer is a mindset. It's not an age. All right, so I can't Field of Ruin them because they have all basic mountains. I guess I do this, and then I do this. Oh, this can put lands in for Crucible later, right? That'll be good. Also fills the bin for Crucible a little bit. Might have a little bit of stress on our graveyard between these two. Thanks for the 10-month styles. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Now I want to leave a land up? Maybe. Some of these builds don't have room for cleave. Hey, thanks for the contribution. Just a giant. I think I'm trading, so I can get this back with this later. Hey, Orumvox and Crockett. I do what I can. Welcome back. Welcome, folks. Thanks for chipping in for the kids. Korluski, thanks for the 20 months. All right, so gosh, I guess I can escape Uro here if I play everything out of the bin, huh? If I do that, this doesn't get to bring anything back next turn, though. Reverend, thanks for the big tip. I guess we'll add another standard deck today. What do we have after Self-Mill? We're going to be adding Abzan enchantments onto the docket. I can pop Frenzy and then Uro. Yeah, that's a good call. I like it. Hey, Gecko. Unload the Toad. And then I can leave a Thrashy Boy in here, I think, to bring back. Hoaglandia is absurd, is what happened, Dude Light. Is there a reason to hold lands in this deck? There's not, right? Hey, Rodford, thanks for telling you. Let's get your sword to go with that shield. This is for you, Chuki. Make it uneven. All right, Underworld guy, can you do it? I believe in you. It's a real shame they don't. If they had non-basics, we could field them and replay field with this. Hey, Space Herring. These are real Gitrog hours. God, it's been a while since I've seen that animation. It's so good. It's such a good one. I don't think I can afford to attack here as much as I'd like to draw a card and gain life. They could, like, double block, and then I can't bring this back currently. Yeah, the Crucible of Worlds animation is stellar. I don't think I could just sit here and take these hits. That trade makes me a little bit worse against an Embercleave here, but I don't really want to trade this for like Chain Whirler Trigger and this plus the other one. Hey, Fuzzy Thantos, thanks for the 20 months. Welcome back. Just waiting on our namesake here. Looking for a Gitrog to draw to do a whole bunch here. Okay, that's not terrible. I see you from the donations you got in 2 hours. You underestimated Hoaglandia's whales. I might have underestimated them a hair. WGE Pinoir, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, I did take the chat off screen today. I felt like I didn't want things to be super cluttered, and I didn't want, what's the word I'm searching for? I didn't want, to, like, make the gameplay smaller. I see what you're doing, Sunshine, and it's working. Look at that, 4420, God bless. If they have another shock in their hand and can kill my Uro with shock plus these 2 firebrands, we're going to be in trouble. That's even more brutal for us. Well, we were in this game for a second, and now not so much. After we chump block with this, we'll be able to escape Uro back into play, so we've got that going for us. You can't field basic lands. So using these fields is not a legal play. If the overlay doesn't populate the first time, minimize it and then re-expand it again and it'll be there. It's a Twitch bug. Fielding your own lands is not a legal play either. It explicitly says opponent. I'm excited to get lightning striked here. Oh, never lucky. Feels, man, it's been a rough set so far today, chat. Aren't we supposed to have good karma? We're doing a charity stream today. Aren't we supposed to be more lucky when we're doing something selfless? I thought that's how that's supposed to work. All right. Cut the Agonizing Remorses here. Probably the Thought Erasures too. Definitely Crucible of Worlds. If I trim the erasures, that's a good, clean ins and outs. Seems good. We really need to frog that game. Thanks for contributing, Frank. Mono Red hates our charity, right? I don't even know if that was Mono Red's fault, right? Our deck just kind of came up short. Thanks, Beansy. You're donating the karma to stage you. That's good. I'd appreciate that. They could definitely use the karma more than me. Why no Fabled Passage? I'm going to give you a 10-minute break to look at the deck list. You let me know what you discover when you come back. Hey, thanks, Dicky Two Shoes. Easy mulligan here with no second land. This is super reasonable. We'll bottom an Overgrown Tomb. The goal did get met for the Saturday stream. Yep. As always, you can always find my schedule on my website, and I both tweet it out and post it in the subscribers Discord server announcements channel. Mage of Dancing Dragons, are we working on new stretch goals yet? I don't have any. Would we like an owl costume? I definitely have an owl costume upstairs. I almost put that as one of the base goals, but like the other things I had worked out and lined up well. Is that a question? Fair. So the issue is I can't add it as an on-screen incentive because I can't adjust the campaign thing on the soft giving site while it's live, I don't think, or add more to it. What's going on, Shuffler Truther? Split beard colors? Maybe. That's true. I could just add it on OBS. That's fair. I could definitely finagle that. All right, so we're just going elf, hold up Disfigure here, right? No, we're not, because they have a Goblin Chain Whirler. Almost missed that tidbit. Shouldn't have played that, I guess. Jace the Man Sculptor. Charity's great. Give to its stuff. Solid choice. Down for an owl. It's actually been a hot second since I did a charity stream. I did send a chunk of the winnings that I made from the Twitch Rivals tournament to St. Jude, but it's been a while since we've done a dedicated charity stream. Fuzzy Thantos, thanks for the $75. The kids appreciate it. CK Lau, thanks for the 21 months. So I don't really want to block here, right? I guess I'm just going to disfigure this. I don't think I want to trade this for their 2-1. Okay. If we can get the Cavalier of Thorns down here, it should stabilize the board nicely, and hopefully this can draw us into a, much like my mod figures, I wasn't quick enough for this either. Hey, you're always never too late to give. Kind of punished, but at the same time, like, not quite. I guess they're gonna kill my elf here too. Spank Weasel, gotta get my donation in for the blue beard. Thank you for everything. Thanks for contributing. I think I have to trophy this Chain Whirler here. I did, Ohio. That was awesome to see. Now, if there's someone at Wizards who is smart with their PR, they'll announce sometime this week that they're going to match that person's donation, because that's how you generate more good PR for your company on top of it. Okay, found a second blue source, but unfortunately did not find an Uro in the top 18 cards of our deck. Oh, they do have the castle. Yeah, that's fair. I just autopiloted and wasn't looking at their lands. They're like, we had field and we couldn't use it last game. And I was just like, oh, I can't use field. They're mono red. This is probably lights out. I really don't want to do another Day of All Burn. It's not really particularly good content, chat. I know that it was, like, funny from a meme perspective for a little bit, but, like, after a hot second, it just, like, stops being funny and starts being just sad and annoying. We have yet to draw a Gitrog Monster. It's our second game in a row where we've had a lot of cards that would be great. We were on board states where, like, drawing Gitrog would be great, and we just can't find it. Think we're dead. No, we're not doing anything related to my unborn child's name. Sorry, Twitch chat. We're just dead, right? I can block 1, 2, 3 things to activate Castle and kill us. Does Frog have animation? I don't know. It is a mythic. We haven't drawn or cast it yet, though, so... No. Nothing related to their name. We play until we do the things themselves. Yeah, if we get smoked twice, we'll rejoin. That match, like, you know, sometimes you flood and die, and that's magic. And this will be the game where we just, like, never draw land and die, because we just had 2 games where we flooded and died. Hey, glad to hear it, Ferpsy. Yeah, I've genuinely enjoyed Raid. I played it a bunch off stream before F2K was able to hook me up with a sponsored segment. Hey, totally reasonable. For the big, beautiful kids. Thanks for contributing. I am not currently taking more Pioneer decks. I've really not enjoyed the gameplay that Pioneer's been generating, and I'd be off the format altogether on stream if I hadn't already taken a bunch of decks and agreed to play them. The quality of the average match of Pioneer that we've played the last 2 weeks has not been good, in my opinion. Yes, anyone who donates at least $1 to the St. Jude Fund will be entered in all the giveaways for today, which we've cleared through because y'all are crazy. So at the end of today's stream, probably tomorrow afternoon, because today I'm gonna go to bed when we're done here, probably. I will pull giveaway winners and contact them via Twitch message. So make sure that. Make sure that your username that you enter on Soft Giving is the same as your Twitch username. Yep, yeah, everyone who donates to enter, there's a username that you put in when you donate, and I'll pull the usernames from there, from their site. Drawing another land here is great, because it means I can fetch an island with this to play Uro next turn while still having access to double black down the line. They have 3 cards in their bin currently, including this. They need 4 more. 3 more? They need 3 more. Yep, some whales splashed in, Mr. Lifeguard. I might have underestimated what kind of goal we could achieve. Would you believe that the $5,000 goal is less than what Soft Giving recommend that I put? They give you a recommended goal you should try and attain based on your average concurrent viewer count, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna round that up to, I think it was like 4,500 or something, just over 4,000. I was like, let's round that up to 5, just so it's a nice number to look at. Screw cancer indeed, Virtuoso. Thanks for contributing. MJ Lasco, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Oaklandia. Let's make sure this number won't be even. Dr. Jack, thanks for chipping in $9. Kasha Dan, thanks for contributing 10. Unfortunately, do not have another land tier, so can't necessarily play Gitrog next turn. We'll see, still have time. Charities and giveaways, sweet indeed. We hit the 250 per raid. How high did we end up getting? I don't know, Offie and Dudley. I could check. But also a fun metric that, like, wasn't actually counted in my thing. So the person that's in charge of the raid campaign they told me that the people who installed using my link had a higher than average or higher than expected number of people who spent a little bit of money on Raid while playing it, which was a fun stat to see. And they said that was more important than people installing even. Zentoth and Giddle and Root Samurai, thanks for contributing. Lima Bake. Dacha, thanks for the 27. Rekindling Phoenix is so good. I think I'm just passing. Jeff is good at getting us to spend money. Well, it's just like, people often tell me that, like I'm good at advertising things, but you see, the key to being good at advertising things is you don't advertise bad things, you don't advertise things you don't like. So like, it's easy for me to like encourage people to do things that are like, I like this thing and this is why I like it. How do I donate? The charity link is here in chat. And for people that are asking, the charity stream today is benefiting St. Jude Children's Hospital. They do a lot of research surrounding cancer treatments, and they also treat all children that come into the hospital regardless of the family's ability to pay. They're my go-to charity for things. Sharing is caring. Thanks for sharing, Lord of the Pearl Tread. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about chapter 2 on this. Yeah, the detail there is important. So I could have played this last turn and then killed the bird this turn instead of spending 2 Murderous Riders on it. Yeah, that's a good point. I'd have taken 4 from the bird, but that's really only 2 more, right? Because I had to Murderous Rider it anyways. Incendium. Do a Cookie Monster blue beard dye for the kids. All right, that's the 5K mark. Thanks for putting us over the top. All right, since it's only 10 a.m., all right, I'm gonna take off this incentives list and I'm gonna add, where's a text source? Text. All right. If we get to 6,000, I will go get my owl costume from the closet upstairs and I will wear it for the remainder of the stream. Struminator, dye that beard. Thank you for the $80. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Feels dead, man. Feels dead, man. Yeah, I should have played this a turn sooner. Rainbow beard. I don't know that I want to do rainbow. I feel like that might be tough for them to do too. Like it's difficult to, oh, I'm just dead on board. Yeah. St. Jude is great. Buy them stuff. Aren't they? Aren't they? Aether Gust. Speaking of great, Aether Gust sounds great here. Brontodon doesn't sound particularly good. So they have like Triton. Looks like they're playing the red-black Croxa deck that we played a little bit of on stream. Nah, I don't want to do ASMR for a goal because some people really don't like that. I don't want people to feel like obligated to contribute or discourage people from contributing. So I explicitly didn't do that as a goal. Remorse seems good. Maybe Thought Erasure isn't stellar. This kills Phoenix, and it kills Mire Triton, and Triton blocks my stuff. I think I want a pair of those. Let's try this. Window Head, what's this about an owl costume? There's another one in there that I just missed. The Unode of the 1105. Hoot hoot indeed. Donating the dollars and cents is really what will really get some people. Hoot hoot. Mark, thanks for the 5. The nickel. And then like 2 people will try and donate 95 cents to try and get it back to a round dollar simultaneously, which ends up throwing it off again. M Zeros, thanks for contributing $25. Sure. Have a good day, Dacia. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Hopefully OBS isn't going to crash again when I hit stop recording at the end of this set. If OBS crashes again when I stop recording, I'll stop using it to record local files for today. I have to sort it out. We did Strike Droid. We'll be doing an extra stream on Saturday morning. As always, my schedule's up on my website and Twitter and on the subs Discord. Thanks to everybody that checked out the raid sponsor last week. You had me an owl costume. Curing child's cancer is a nice bonus. We do even have an owl pet. We did break 250 over the weekend. And past hitting the 250, the rep that I had for the raid campaign said that the people that were, a lot of the people that installed it must have liked it, because a number of people spent money on the game, which is also important. Man, we have just had the stone cold worst variance so far today. That's a good beat. That's a good one. Are things looking up? Or is this just gonna get Murderous Rider? So we have a computerized lock on our door, so we just give the sitter a code to get in with. If we get brutalized in this match here, I'm gonna play at least 2 more. I would like to get a chance to like have a reasonable, like, we just haven't done anything in any of these games, just like flooded and died and stumbled and died every game so far. Get the bird suit, talkie box, man. Slow and steady. You're heading there. Toe Smasher, thanks for the 11 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Just time me out, Hugel. Could a stretch goal be getting one of your sons to play a deck? Maybe. Declan would probably get a kick out of that. It is rough. Like, I just like put my monster into play. This build might have too many mana sources in it. It's possible if we do a run back, maybe I'll cut the Land War Elves. I think I have like 26 lands in the deck, so like 25 or 26 lands plus Land War Elves, a little bit mana heavy. Thanks for the 17 months, Super. Welcome back. I guess since we're through the incentives, I could put the chat back up. That's probably it. That'll probably be fine. Yeah, let's do that. So I was keeping it down because of the incentive list. We're super dead here, right? Let's cut these Land War Elves and try again. If you have any kind of up and down time lately, and watching your YouTube content has been helping me get my mind off the down parts. Wanted to say thanks for doing what you do. Thanks for keeping me around, Mr. Bunny. Hope things take a turn up for you. Ooh, it's my first copy of Marauding Looter. Apparently I don't have those. I don't have any of those. All right, let's look at this. How many lands are in here? There 25 or 26. There's 26 lands, so this build right now has 30 mana sources in it with the elves. Let's try without the elves. Let's add a couple of Binding of the Titans, I think. Hey, Mimose, thanks for the $10. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Let's just put a 4th frog in the deck just because I want to draw the stupid thing. I would like to draw my frog. Slot the last Thrashing Brontodon in, perhaps. And then put an extra Disfigure in the board, because the red matchup probably gets a little bit harder without the elves. Ooh. Is there an owl suit machine washable, or do you take it to the... It's machine washable. By the way, for people that are going to be cheering bits in chat, I need to remember, I need to go look up what it is. There's some, if you cheer in a special way, you get a 20% bonus on cheers right now. Does anybody remember what it is? I didn't even actually realize it was a thing that was going on until someone did it today. Hunter knife. Do you like hunter cheer? Is that it? Hunter's cheer. Yeah, hunter's cheer. There you go. Get you a 20% bonus at the moment. Thanks, Beetle, as always. So if you're going to cheer bits on this channel or any other, use those Hunter's cheer while that promotion is going. And the stream will get a little extra at the same cost to you. Hey, thanks for the very generous tier 3 resub pizzas. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. That is certainly a username. You are not wrong. The goal was crushed. If we hit 6,000, we're gonna add an owl costume. Have that upstairs. I can run 2 flights of stairs relatively quickly. Thanks to everybody who contributed to crushing the initial goal. Guess I'll take their spells out of here. Land's a great draw. I think I want to just Thought Erasure here. Take a peek at what they have going on. How was green, white, and Gemins? It was a disaster, just like almost every other Pioneer deck so far. I guess I take Eldest Reborn, because otherwise it just brings back whatever I take. And I think I'm in for a land next turn. Alright, so we'll Uro, drop both of these into play. And then Cavalier will hopefully let us grind Grixis out here. Pretty sure we just ditch the removal spell and just play these creatures out. There isn't a frog animation. For everybody waiting to see a frog animation, I got bad news. It doesn't exist. It's really sad. As long as Historic stays reasonable, Saven, I think my plan is, if I'm being completely honest, one of my long-term goals for the stream, since I started doing this full-time with Arena stuff, has always been phasing out Magic the Gathering Online. So, hey, Forklift Professional, thanks for the 7 months. I think since Pioneer ended up being the dumpster fire that it was, and Standard's very, very reasonable right now, unless, hey, thanks for the resub, Famora, and Timor, thanks for contributing to that. I think as long as Standard remains a reasonable format that I'm enjoying playing, I'm going to be leaving Magic Online deck lists at a minimum of $50 to add to the queue. Just playing Magic Online is just a slog. It's not nearly as enjoyable as playing Magic Arena. Maybe I should have shocked that in and activated this and hit them for 4. It's probably what I should have done. All other things being equal, I'd rather play Magic Arena than Magic Online. The only reason in my mind to slog through Magic Online's interface and slow rate of gameplay is because the formats are good. The frog's gonna croak. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I believe Legacy's fun. It's just not popular in terms of content. They're gonna get to flip this next turn. The goal on screen and all the donations that are given via the soft giving link are going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital Shame Spiral. Yeah, I do not like what Pioneer has become with the release of Theros. And in my opinion, the current Pioneer format feels like Modern with worse mana and less interesting card pool. Yes, the giveaways that I will be doing after this stream, the people that are entered are everyone who's donated at least $1. Okay, that gets rid of Murderous Rider. So everyone, make sure in the donation link you have your same username as your Twitch name. Lands for Crucible is a good point. I didn't think about that. $100. Mint Muka. That deck's pretty bad. And playing it will likely just be me losing for 3 matches. So, it's gonna be bad content. I want $100. Is the brutal, sad truth. Excuse me? That must have been a misclick, right? Yeah. Must have been a misclick. Alright, Grixis, eh? Questerson sounds fine. Crucible sounds good. Brontodon doesn't sound particularly useful. Do I want Dispute here? I almost feel like I don't. That's mostly for the combo decks or like blue-white control. I think I'd rather just have discard spells here. I'm just going to board pretty minimally and click submit. Hey, thanks to the people for contributing. I appreciate it. What are the names there? And the King of DC and Mr. Wilson. Thank you, thank you. And Punk Count Infinity. Happy Monday, folks. Thanks for chipping in for the kids. Did I prepare my costume? I did not. I need to, when we hit the goal, I'll run upstairs and get it. Or if we don't hit the goal before this deck is done, I'll run up and get it during the break. Pod rules. Thanks for the entire year support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around. Kind of surprised they left Duressin against me. While we obviously have some hits for it, our density of hits aren't really that high. Would I do a build around deck with the deck building segment on stream for a $100 donation? Chuki. thanks for contributing. I did miss an attack. I clicked through it. Clicked through the attack because I was reading a message. If they live at 1, we should have won. I don't know that it's like that. Yes, I guess the answer is yes. The answer to that question is yes. I don't think it would be that interesting. But the answer is yes. I guess I was like, the face was me pausing to think about like how I would manage that, but I guess I would just cast my screen and show me clicking back and forth between Arena and a web browser. Because that's what it is. Like me building a deck. Shame, Spiral. One of us is an owl who. Thanks for the big contribution. Like me building build around decks is literally like what I do is I literally pull up Scryfall and I pull up MTG Goldfish and I search for I just skip through my attacks again. I just do it again. The stupid there's too many new things going on today. We're playing worse than normal. Between trying to keep track of another set of alerts and other things like that. The big thing, and this is something that I wish they would treat this like a bug. Thanks, Rufio, for the kiddos. Magic Online and Magic Arena behave differently when you hit your auto pass hotkey, and I greatly prefer Magic Online's behavior to Magic Arena's behavior. In my opinion, when I press my enter key or the pass turn button, Arena should stop and let me declare attacker still. Thank you, Sako, for contributing. Thank you, the Unode. Really don't like that when you pass the turn, it doesn't stop for attackers. And maybe that could definitely just be because I have the muscle memory of like playing Magic Online for so long, but I do feel like the way Magic Online handles it is more ideal overall. Thanks for the tip, Brian. Please add this list to the Q&A as you see fit. Will do. That'll get updated after we're done today. Dude light, just cause, come on, sometimes. Yes, yeah, that too. When you pass the turn, it still stops to let you respond to things. Big agree. Not really. I don't know. The Crucible plan does not seem particularly good. Honestly, and this will probably BJ forget with the absurd tip. BJ, forget. I'm gonna open my PayPal here really quick and refund that. I appreciate you, but you need to send it. You need to send it via this link. That was my personal PayPal. Maybe I should have pulled my donation link under the stream, but like there's people still sending for deck queue stuff. That is an absurd amount of generosity. I appreciate it. I'm gonna log into my PayPal really quick and hit the refund button. I have my cell phone. That's something to probably note for me. That's something that's on me. I should probably pull my personal link before doing something like this. You're, yeah, the real hero. All right, I guess I'm gonna go get an owl costume. All right, I don't know if that comes back to you instantaneously, but I did just click refund on my PayPal. Thank you for the absurd generosity. And just resend that using the charity link here. What's the 7K goal? I don't know. We're not doing an ASMR related goal because some people don't like that. I don't want people to feel like they'd get punished for contributing. We have Questerson to get back. I have some sad news, chat, and this probably isn't the news you want to hear watching this deck. But I feel like there's a good chance the Gitrog Monster's just bad in this deck. Like, I think there's a chance that this Sultai mid-range whatever is, like, pretty okay. But, like, I keep getting the option to, like, get Gitrog or get something else. And the getting something else keeps being the optimal play. Hoot hoot. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, the fact that the big problem with Gitrog is like the problem these big expensive creatures tend to have on average, which is that like the removal's so good in this format that the fact that it doesn't generate value immediately is a big deal. So like things like this and this guaranteed get value. Yeah, I'd kind of be surprised if Gitrog's good and necessary in that deck, though, Wolfie. Like, I'm sure the Gitrog is good when it, like, pops off and you get to get going with it, but it's the question of how often is it good versus worse than the alternatives. Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Pokemon Nerd, part of that is, and this is something that's important to realize, is a lot of these cards people want to play in these formats, they're just not intended to be standard or constructed playable cards, right? They're intended for limited, or they're intended for EDH or casual formats. It's important to remember that, like, Magic has a lot of different masters that it serves, basically. All right, I'm going to assume... Mick Lamb, thank you for the donation. I'm going to assume BJ's going to send the big donation through the right link when we get done. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day with this deck. I feel like even though we won that match, I kind of feel like we failed in what we're doing. Should we try? Let's try one more. Let's try one more. Let's call it a good even 4 matches. We'll take a quick ad break. I'll run upstairs and I'll get the owl costume. It'll be wonderful. Let's try one more. We'll hit the stop recording button and see if OBS eats itself again. If it does, we'll be done with that for the day. Let's give it one more try. Metafex. Thank you to the generosity of everyone here as well, and thanks to you as well. For the chill-ins. I think this is a mulligan, right? I guess if I hit a 3rd land, Fabled Passage Crucible is a lot of lands. Let's keep this. Let's try it. Let's just, like, if we hit a 3rd land, it'll be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Do, 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 do. I don't know where that prop is offhand. JMP. Yep. Ooh, Staggering Insight on Gingerbread is sweet. Thing's pretty hard to block, huh? I guess we're just gonna trophy it. It feels bad to, like, ramp them on turn 2, but I can't just let that sit there and generate card advantage. I'm gonna do this right now, because there's a good chance their deck has, like, Dive Down or Spell Pierce in it. They've not added Historic Anthology 2. However, when they add these various Brawl commanders, they become Historic legal. So Gitrog Monster and Talrand are both Historic legal. Gitrog is a mythic. We spent 4 mythic wildcards on this deck to conclude it's not very good. Yikes. And this thing's just unblockable, basically, right? Unless I don't have anything with haste. We have Questing Beast out of the sideboard. Did your donation go back through? It doesn't look like it came through on the charity page. I don't see a donation from you on the charity page, BJ. Sorry for that. Sorry for it being complicated. Hey, Chip, thanks for the 6 months. Welcome back. Alright, so I think we're supposed to Frog here, because Frog gives me the best chance to draw a removal spell next turn, which is what I need. I'm gonna delete my donate command for today. And link the donate to the charity command, hopefully avoid confusion in the future. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't be surprised if you tried to do a second thing if your bank popped it up. Alright, so this is not a Crucible World matchup. I don't think this is a discard spell matchup. I think I just want, like, all my removal spells on deck. Maybe I'd rather have some discard rather than some of this expensive top end. Bits are not for charity. Bits are still tied to me to end up on the ticker, and to get the notification for the charity stuff, you need to use the donate link. Which that was, we had someone, BJ accidentally sent a big donation to my personal PayPal and I refunded it to them, but there's a chance that their bank might have flagged their account because of 2 big things like that, even though one came back. Hey, JMP. Whoa, there it is. Saving Kins is always worthy of a donation. Yep. Thank you for your absurd generosity, BJ. Crushed it. Like a boss. All right. What other things are we supposed to do? I'm gonna get the costume after this match. I'm gonna get the costume. If anybody has a good idea for a $7,500 goal, let me know and we'll consider it. Yeah, I think we'll set a 7,500 goal and a 10K goal for stretches from here. The boys, unfortunately, do not fit in their owl costumes anymore, and Christy is 6 months pregnant, so she probably doesn't fit in hers either at the moment. I think I'm just supposed to play this rather than hold Disfigure here. And then the question is, like, do I get blue? That's really punishing. Yeah, if you haven't seen it a while back, Bad Shroom, thanks for contributing for the kids. Back early, God, was it 2018 at this point? I feel like it was forever ago. Shortly after I moved into streaming full time, we had a donation goal to send me to a Magic tournament in an owl costume, and we ended up hitting a stretch goal to buy owl costumes for the whole family. No, I don't want to do special game formats today because not everybody enjoys special game formats. So people asking for, like, playing the Owling Mine deck that's unplayable or doing cube, those are donation things that don't really make sense because those are the things that are going to have people turn off the stream. And having people donate towards something that they're not going to want to watch doesn't make sense. Which is why I tried to do most of my stretch goals pretty neutral. It's not unplayable. Take it. Sorry to break your heart. I think we're about to die here, huh? All right, let's go. Let's call this disaster done, and go get. We're good again with Artisan. That's a special format thing. That's not something a lot of people are going to want to watch. That's not why they're here. A lot of people are here because of the constructed formats that we play. Yeah. So overall, I felt like this deck was a bit of a miss for me. Not only did we get a little bit unfortunate with just variance, but the Gitrog just doesn't seem very good. These formats are so optimized and have so much efficient removal that it just really doesn't feel like this card's very good. A good example of this was in a lot of those games, I had decisions to make with, like, Cavalier of Thorns or Binding of the Titans on, like, what I wanted to get back. And I had Gitrog Monster as an option along with other things, and I basically never wanted to get back the Gitrog Monster. It was just worse than getting Murderous Rider or Cavalier of Thorns or casting Uro almost every time. And this type of effect where it needs to survive most of the time to generate value just isn't good enough. Some of the time you can play Fabled Passage and crack it right away afterwards, but it's a very specific kind of narrow situation to make this good. So, doesn't seem particularly good. All right, I'm going to hit stop recording on my OBS, which caused it to crash due to a bug that came back up earlier. So if the stream cuts out here in half a second, it's going to come right back up, and then I'll stop doing that today. But I think I adjusted something that should fix it, hopefully. But if the stream dies, refresh it in half a second, it'll come back. J-Rock, thanks for the 12 months. Welcome back.